It started with a scream. Sharp, terrified, and out of place under the flickering neon lights of the gas station on Highway 41. The kind of scream that cuts through a quiet evening and makes time stop. A woman stumbled backward, her hands trembling, as three men circled her like vultures. Her car door was still open, gas pump half holstered, and fear painted her face in shades of helplessness. Most people turned their eyes away, pretending not to notice. But someone did more than just notice. Before we dive deeper into this powerful true story, take a moment. If you believe in kindness, in second chances, and in standing up for others, please like this video, share it with someone who needs to hear it, comment your thoughts, and subscribe to our channel. Together, we can make the world a better place, one story at a time. It was a Tuesday evening, the sun had long dipped below the tree line, and Samantha Fields was just trying to make it home. Her day had been hard enough. Her boss had criticized her performance again, though she'd stayed late every night for 2 weeks. Her rent was overdue, her ex-husband hadn't paid child support in 3 months, and she was running on fumes, both emotionally and in her gas tank. She hadn't noticed the three men at first. They were leaning against a pickup truck, smoking and laughing too loudly, but she didn't think they'd notice her. She was just another tired woman in jeans and a hoodie, trying to pay for $20 in fuel with crumpled bills. But they did notice her. One of them, tall and wide-shouldered, made a crude comment as she bent to check her tire. Samantha straightened, trying to ignore them. Another man stepped closer, laughing, taunting her about her appearance, asking if she needed a real man to help her out. She looked around for help, but the cashier inside was pretending to be on the phone, avoiding eye contact. No one else was nearby, except an older man in a sedan who quickly drove off, avoiding the confrontation altogether. The third man walked right up to her, so close she could smell the alcohol on his breath. He grabbed her arm, not hard enough to leave a bruise, but firm enough to make her flinch. "Come on, sweetheart. Smile for us." Her voice cracked when she told them to leave her alone. They laughed. One pulled out his phone and started recording her, mocking her trembling hands and panicked breaths. "World star," he shouted. "Look at this chick crying." And then, engines. At first, it sounded like thunder in the distance. Low, rumbling, approaching fast. The men didn't notice. They were too busy laughing, too confident in their little display of dominance. But Samantha heard it. She turned her head toward the road, her heart thudding harder now, not from fear, but hope.
1, 2, 10.
Then dozens of headlights, bikes, big ones, loud ones. A flood of chrome and leather skull patches and roaring engines surrounded the gas station like an incoming tide. The bullies went quiet. Even the one filming lowered his phone, his smirk slowly fading. The ground seemed to shake as more bikes poured into the lot, forming a wide circle around the entire station. Samantha didn't know it then, but this wasn't an accident. This was a biker group known locally not just for their size and noise, but for their mission. They weren't angels. Many had tattoos that told stories of past mistakes, of lives once lived in shadows. But the Iron Circle had one rule that trumped all others: never let someone stand alone. The lead rider, a towering man with a gray beard and mirrored sunglasses, cut his engine and stepped off his bike. His leather vest bore the patch, "War Digi," and a silver eagle pin over his heart. Without a word, he walked straight toward Samantha and stood between her and the bullies. Silence fell over the station like a heavy curtain. The three men tried to act tough, puffing their chests and asking what this was all about. War Dog didn't flinch. He just raised one hand, and suddenly, every biker behind him turned off their engine. The stillness was deafening. It wasn't just a show of strength. It was unity, purpose, power held in check. Then he said, calm and low, "We saw what you did." The shortest of the bullies tried to laugh it off. "It was just a joke, man. We weren't gonna hurt her." But War Dog stepped closer. "She's crying." Another biker, A woman with flame-red hair and steel-toed boots appeared beside Samantha, gently wrapping an arm around her shoulders. "You're okay now, hun. We got you." The three men suddenly didn't look so brave. They backed toward their truck, muttering excuses, trying to play innocent. But another biker stepped in their path, arms folded, eyes cold. "Say sorry." The lead bully swallowed hard. "Sorry. Say it like you mean it." War Dog growled. They did. Faces red, voices shaky. Then they were told to leave, and fast. As their truck peeled out of the station, every biker stood still, watching. Not chasing, not threatening. Just watching. Samantha stood there stunned. She didn't know what to say, how to thank them. She barely knew how to breathe. The biker woman held her tighter, whispering, "You're safe now. We've got sisters too. We don't let this stuff slide." The moment stretched long, powerful in its silence. One of the bikers brought her a water bottle. Another checked her car. Yet another asked if she needed someone to follow her home. They didn't crowd her, didn't overwhelm her. They just surrounded her with quiet strength, a wall of safety she never expected to find at a lonely gas station in the middle of nowhere. Over the next hour she learned their story. The Iron Circle was made up of veterans, ex-cons, abuse survivors, recovering addicts, people who'd been broken by life but had chosen to build something good from their pain. They rode together not for power, but for purpose. To protect the vulnerable. To rewrite their legacies. And that night, Samantha became part of their story. They didn't ask for thanks. They didn't post it on social media. In fact, the only reason this story came to light was because a bystander, hiding behind a soda machine, had quietly recorded the entire event on their phone and later posted it with the caption, "Rel Heroes Ready, ONTWO Bullies." The video went viral. Millions watched, thousands commented. Some said it looked like a movie. Others said it gave them hope. Women shared stories of similar moments where no one had helped, and how much they wished someone had. Biker clubs across the country began sharing it too, reminding people that good men and women still exist in unlikely places. As for Samantha, she started writing. A few months later, she showed up to a charity event hosted by the Iron Circle. She didn't drive her old sedan. She rolled in on a second-hand Harley, her helmet painted with a silver phoenix. When she took it off, the entire club cheered. She wasn't the scared woman at the gas station anymore. She was one of them. One night can change everything. A few seconds of courage. A group of people who choose to care. In a world that often feels cold and self-centered, the warmth of human kindness still burns bright. In the rumble of engines, the flash of headlights, the silent decision to stand up instead of looking away.